Okay, so could you just introduce yourself and who you are and what you do?
Yeah, my name's Col Hamilton. I'm an artist and painter who lives in Glasgow, and at the moment I'm concentrating on doing a lot of work based on the city. I was working in a bookshop when I was about 25, and one of my friends was doing a course at Glasgow School of Art, and she'd left the perspective for the evening classes in the staff room. So I was just flicking through it, and just on a whim I thought I'm going to do the introduction to drawing and painting classes.
Teaching over 2,000 students a year, Glasgow School of Art has birthed some of Scotland's most beloved artists, such as Charles Rennie Mackintosh, John Byrne and many more.
A guy called Mark Gilbert, he's quite a famous painter now. He's a sort of doctor in painting in America now. He paints patients who've been in accidents or they've had diseases, so they've got facial disfigurement. So he's become really well known as a sort of artist and academic. At the end of the second or third class, he was asking me if I'd ever been to art school, and I said no. He thought it was something I should think about. So I got in the course, and at that point I was 30, so it kind of started then. We were pretty much told at our school, if we thought we had a style or we thought we had a personal style, to abandon that, to just sort of give yourself over to trying lots of different techniques. I've definitely had some sort of natural ability, but it's definitely it's taken like years and years of practice to get better. It's like anything else, it's just spending hundreds and thousands of hours of practicing to sort of hone your craft and get better and better. So my favourite artists are people like Scottish art people like John Bellamy, I like Joan Ardley, John Byrne. I think again one of the things I was taught at art school is you were sort of taught to fight against being influenced by anyone too much. So I think it still comes through. It's not just looking at other painters, it's just like there's so many different, you're looking at so many different medium and different types of art that it all kind of seeps in to influence you. I think sometimes it's like without you even realising it, your kind of worldview comes out. Like quite often I'm even like painting a sort of a gloomy pessimism, but I'm using really bright colours to do it. So yeah, I think your sort of worldview, even if you're not intentionally doing it, if it's subconscious, must come through in your art. So sometimes even hearing what other people see in your paintings is like, oh, right, yeah, I'm going to go for that then, because it's like you're not quite sure what it is you're putting in your paintings, but you're sort of leaving it. Quite often, because I'm doing narrative paintings, I'm not quite sure what the narrative or the story is when I start the painting, so I quite like leaving that open for the viewer to interpret it. You have to do it every day, even if it's just a pad of like sketches or drawings out your head or sketching stuff from magazines or things, just to keep constantly drawing. So I think you just sort of have to believe in yourself, and you have to be sort of like quite dogged and determined to do it, and just like even when you're thinking, you know, this is nonsense, this isn't something you can do in your life, you just have to kind of keep going.